Lovely, thank you. All right. Hello, everyone. JT Siskowski for Status Coup. We are live in Minneapolis, which is the scene here, along with St. Paul and many of the suburbs here in the Twin Cities area, are the latest focus for the Trump administration's immigration crackdown that is happening across the country. It's occupation of various American cities. It's targeting of various minority groups simply for the color of their skin and looking to amp up deportations and feed red meat propaganda to Trump's base. Now that has turned its sights here on the Twin Cities, where we have been live on the ground for going on 3 days now. Behind me, you'll see hundreds and hundreds of protesters out here in the bitter cold. I don't think it's single digits right now, but the temperature is dropping, and let me tell you, with the wind, oh my goodness, is it cold out here. I'm a Wisconsin guy, born and raised, but my goodness, I've got fucking limits. And this is cold. But still, despite all that weather, hundreds of people out here rallying in support of the local Somali and Afghan communities and calling for ICE and other immigration agents to leave the city here. I don't want to linger for too long here. I want to take us into that action. John, are you in a position where you're ready to move here? All right. We're going to go in. We've heard them giving speeches. We've heard them doing chants. We're going to let you listen in on those speeches as they're happening. We'll get interviews here with these activists and let you hear directly from them about the ways that the Trump administration's cruelty is outright harming their communities. Looks like we're over here, John. Let's see over here.
The mic to the speaker.
Yep, I can get over there.
It's a community that's been here. The only home I know is Minnesota. And we didn't choose Minnesota because of its weather, because we come from a tropical country. We chose Minnesota because they have warm heart. It has people like you who would stand with their neighbors and fight back. I leave you with the words that say, when our neighbors are under attack, what do? Thank you. Thank you, Hogan. Give her another round of applause. I'm going to do a little bit of chanting, and it's going to be in the form of call and response, okay? I'm going to say a word, and you are going to say, shut it down. Are we ready? ICE raids. Dehumanization. Kidnapping humans. ICE raids. Racism. Trump's rhetoric. Shut it down. Thank you, Professor Rima.
Hi, y'all. Thanks for being here. I know it's really cold, but we are committed to stand up for each other and protect each other in the face of the racist attacks by ICE and Trump's administration. So, just before I say a few words and introduce our next speaker, I'm just going to say that there are 4 of us emceeing today, and we will have a great number of speakers. But I know it's cold, so make sure that, move around, keep yourselves warm. And also, we don't expect ICE to be here because they're cowards. They only come when there aren't people around. But if they show up, we have a plan. Please listen to the marshals. They're wearing the green or yellow vests, and they will tell us what to do in case ICE is sighted around here. But like I said, they're cowards. They're not going to show up when people are here. But for those of you who are immigrants or vulnerable people, please make sure to follow the instructions. We are going to take people to a safe place right here behind us, and then we are going to lock the door and they cannot come to private property. So just making sure that people know that we have a plan, and please listen to the marshals. So I'm going to chant a little, and then I'm going to say a few words before introducing the next speaker. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From cedar to St. Paul.
From Cedar to St. Paul.
No to ICE, free them all.
No to ICE, free them all.
From the sea to the river.
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
From Richfield to St. Paul.
From Richfield to St. Paul.
Pincha La Migra, free them all.
Free them all.
Pincha La Migra, free them all.
Free them all.
All right, like I said, I'm Seema, and I'm a professor at the University of Minnesota. I'm an immigrant from Iran and also a member of Educators for Justice in Palestine, one of the many organizations, one of the many organizations in the Free Palestine Coalition that has organized this rally tonight. We have organized this rally as a coalition, Free Palestine Coalition, to say we stand with our Somali and Afghan communities and with all immigrant communities. From Mexico to Venezuela, Haiti and El Salvador, to Palestine, Iran, Lebanon, Sudan, Turkey, and wherever it is that immigrants and refugees come from. We are here to stand with you and to say that ICE needs to get out of Minnesota. Make no mistakes, most of us immigrants and refugees are here because the U.S. was there. We are here because of the wars that the U.S. has waged, the dictatorships it has supported, the economic devastation it has caused with its neoliberal policies, regime changes and coups it has staged, the proxies it has funded to ignite violence and civil wars for economic and geopolitical control around the world, the violent groups it has funded at one point and then sent troops to fight them, the same groups, at another point. We have seen this all over the world, from Somalia to Afghanistan to Syria. And of course, Afghanistan is a good example of that. The US-Saudi alliance funded and armed Mujahideen in the 1980s and sent the Saudi bin Laden to Afghanistan to fight the so-called infidels or the Soviets. This meant that millions of Afghan people became refugees during that long war. And then, 2 decades later, the US attacked Afghanistan under the rhetoric of the so-called war on terror, which meant that millions more of Afghan people had to leave their country. And again, 2 decades later, the US negotiated with Taliban, and then more Afghan people had to leave Afghanistan, including those who collaborated with the US forces and who helped the US exit Afghanistan after 2 decades of having ravaged Afghanistan. We all have heard about the DC shooter, a CIA-trained Afghan man whose acts have everything to do with US militarism and culture of violence and nothing to do with the Afghan immigrants and refugees. Yet Afghan refugees and immigrants are being punished through this collective punishment. All the cases of Afghan immigrations have been put on hold. They have been stopped. And let's get it right. If we are to deport criminals and terrorists, we have to start with the US politicians and Trump, who have terrorized the world and committed war crimes and economic fraud all over the world. Yep. So we are here in front of the Afghan Cultural Society, and one of my really good friends here runs this center, Nasreen, who's our next speaker. Unfortunately, she's stuck in New Jersey. She was supposed to be here, but her flight basically was canceled and she won't be here. But we are going to get her on the phone, so give me 1 second to call her. Meanwhile, Layla is going to chant a little bit until I call Nasreen.
All right. Let's get into one of my favorite chants. Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people.
While they're leading chants, I want to use this opportunity to remind you all that the algorithms, YouTube, Facebook, X, all of them do not reward original on-the-ground journalism that we do. In order for us to get our streams out there, to get these on-the-ground perspectives out there, we need you to like and to share our streams like this. Please do so.
Hopefully you all can hear her. Nasreen John, we just introduced you as a badass who has provided... Nasreen, by the way, this center that you see behind us is not only a sanctuary for Afghan immigrants and refugees, but for many of us who have been organizing for Palestine here. In fact, in November of 2023, we had one of our first teachings here at Afghan Cultural Society, and they continue to provide space for those of us who are organizing, because University of Minnesota is, of course, very hostile to Palestine activism. So please put your hands together and welcome Nasreen.
Hi everybody, can you hear me? Yes, great. Sorry I can't be with you. My flight got canceled and I'm still at the airport. I'll try to make this quick. When the Afghana were displaced from their land and brought to Minnesota, the Somali community and other displaced communities stood by us and taught us tools of how to protect our people from exploitation by the system, encouraged indigenous healing practices to address war trauma, and told us to proactively preserve our cultural traditions and history, because after every decade of war, we lose centuries-old traditions. We have worked tirelessly to support our community in rebuilding their lives and heal from the fear of unknown. And with the swipe of a pen, it can all be flipped upside down. A system that gives this amount of power to one person shouldn't exist. A system that is based on genocide, slavery, war, destruction of the earth, mass displacement, and torture of living things should be abolished. It's a system fueled by hate and darkness, and as we have learned from the Palestinian people, love must win in order for the light to return. While checking in with the Afghan community, one of them said to me, "I'm sick of hiding," referring to living under the Taliban regime and comparing it to the current situation in the U.S. This saddened and angered me. No one deserves to feel they must hide to be safe. In this time of confusion, I have learned to look to my community for guidance, as Afghana are no strangers to toppling empires. I thank them for their resistance, resilience, and strength, and they will again get us through the messiness of yet another falling empire. To Afghan men, we love you and see your kindness, love for your people, and your playfulness as you dance for each other in celebratory moments. To Afghan women, your strength, eagerness to learn, and your brilliance is inspiring. I promise to continue to laugh with you, cry with you, dance with you, learn from you, and serve the community by your side. Keep shining your light as bright as you can. To everyone, please keep Afghan women in your minds always as we continue to fight the darkest, most evil form of patriarchy on our own lands. Thank you all for your show of love and solidarity, as it has given us strength to keep going. A surprising continued show of solidarity from U.S. veterans has also been encouraging. As the President tries to divide us, their commitment to supporting the community has become stronger, as they communicate anger and frustration with the current administration's use of the tragedy to again challenge the safety of Afghans and all green card holders. Their support has made it clear their blind trust of the empire is being challenged, and their eyes are slowly starting to open. More radical love, bringing hope. I'll share one more quick story and then I'll pass the mic along and go find a hotel. But a year and a half ago, I was in D.C. with a colleague for a conference, and my favorite dance party, Lele, was also happening that weekend. This party is full of multi-generational hijabis and queers of all faiths and shapes. I felt safe and was fully free on the dance floor. As I shook my hips to Shake Shack Joke, a gay man I had noticed earlier joined me. We danced for each other and with each other. At the end of the night, at the end of the dance, people clapped for us and asked me my name. And he asked me my name and if I was Palestinian. I told him my name is Nasreen and my family is from Afghanistan. His eyes softened and he put his arms around me. While holding me tight, he says, "We are one." This sentiment of solidarity was so powerful and has again proven to be true, as many of the people caring for me in this moment are Palestinians and others that have dedicated
so much, Nasreen. Please put your hands together for Nasreen one more time. All right. So we are. Hold on. I'm having a hard time with this. One second. All right. So before I pass the mic to Layla, we are going to march a little bit just stationary so that you are warm. We are not going to march today as much, but we are going to march in our where we are standing, and let's sing together. So repeat after me. Oh, 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 oh. We are the people. We are united.
We are united.
We are the people.
We are the people.
We are united.
We are united.
No hate, no fear.
No hate, no fear.
We don't want ICE here.
We don't want ICE here.
We are the people.
We are the people.
We are united.
We are united.
Somali, Afghan.
Somali, Afghan.
Sudan, Palestine.
Palestine.
Mexico, Iran. We want the ICE gone. Aquí estamos. Y no nos vamos. We are the people. We are united. All right, free Palestine. All right, I hope you're a little bit warmer. I'm going to pass the mic to my beautiful co-MC, Layla, who's a member of STS and a fierce activist here in Twin Cities. Let's hear it for Layla.
Free Palestine! Hi all. As Seema said, I'm Layla. I'm one of the co-MCs up here. I'm with Students for a Democratic Society at the U of M, just right over there. And although the University of Minnesota's administration has offered nothing more than empty words to its students and faculty and staff, in SDS we demanded that the U of M create a sanctuary campus that offers real protections to the thousands of immigrant students, faculty, and staff that the U of M relies on. It is a basic human right to live, work, and learn without fear of being terrorized or kidnapped. Each and every one of us deserves to feel safe in our homes and walking down our streets in our own communities. And we will continue to work to strengthen and stand in solidarity with our communities inside of the U and outside of it. And that means showing up today, right here, even in this cold, just like all of you are, when our Somali and Afghan communities are under attack. And even in these dark times, I have hope that we can build a community where we watch out for each other, where we are there for each other, and where we keep us safe. We keep us safe. We keep us safe. We keep us safe. Woo-hoo. Thank you all. So, I'm delighted to introduce our very next speaker, coming from the U.S. Palestinian Community Network, a group that does amazing work here in the Twin Cities, working for a free Palestine, and has many of our alumni from the universities as JP. They're super cool, so I'd like to introduce Lena.
USPCN rejects the racist attacks against our Somali and Afghan community members, just as we reject the same attacks that have been employed against our family members across the Levant and in the U.S. diaspora. The U.S. has a long history of terrorizing our homelands across the world, forcing displacement with military aggression, and demonizing the victims of imperial onslaught when they seek to start anew abroad as a direct consequence of U.S. interference. Thankfully, our community here also has a long history, one of calling out this bullshit, banding together, and fighting back against this horrific cycle of dehumanization that follows our people from country to country. We stand with our Somali community, not only because they've stood with us through the George Floyd uprisings and the ongoing genocide in Palestine, but because we know the same tools of oppression that have been tested on all of our people abroad are the same tools of oppression that have followed us here, and that they will continue to follow us unless we are able to mobilize en masse to put an end to it. We know that ICE and National Guard deployment in our communities is what brings terror to our streets. We know that it is U.S. violence and imperialist greed that puts us in danger and that strips us of our basic rights and necessities. We know that our immigrant neighbors are not our enemies, but our allies in the fight for a just future that doesn't pit us against each other to distract from the horrors carried out by the ruling class. And no amount of xenophobic, Islamophobic vomit from the Trump administration will change that. Because the people united will never be defeated.
All right, we're going to switch microphones here, guys, so you're going to lose sound for just a second.
Be defeated.
Thank you so much. Up with liberation. Down with deportations. Up with liberation. Down with deportation. Up with liberation. Down with deportation. Up with liberation. Down with deportation. All right, so our next speaker is someone who I've known for a very long time, my entire life, and he is truly one of the biggest supporters for SDS and for all of the young activists around the Twin Cities. He does amazing work. He's committed his life to the movement, and I couldn't be more excited to introduce him all to you because he's going to give an amazing speech. So up next is Sabri from American Muslims for Palestine.
What's up, everyone? My name is Sabri. I'm also a member of the Anti-War Committee. Could we give it up for the Anti-War Committee? So if you've never seen me at a protest, I want to remind all of you, and I do mean it from the heart, if you don't believe that every human being deserves justice, equal rights, you shouldn't go to any protest. So if you've ever come to a protest and you shouted "Free Palestine" for my people in Palestine, but you're not standing with Native lives and the immigrant rights and the queer community and black lives, then you should not come to the protest. If you come to a protest, if you stand for Somalis but you don't stand for a different cause, then don't worry about it because you're wasting your time. Because this movement, to me, I like to see it as it's a train. And this train in my book, it's called a revolution. If you believe in justice for all, get on the train and join us on this revolution. If you don't believe in justice for everybody, you're wasting our time. Get off the train. Because in this train, the train that I'm on, the one that Martin Luther King and Malcolm X would be on, it's justice for everybody, every human being. To every Somali in the crowd, know this: I don't care what time it is. I don't care how cold it is. It's very rare, by the way, I'm not wearing just shorts. I will be on the streets with you. To my Afghan communities, to all the immigrants, to the black lives, the native lives, the queer community, to every single one of you, I will always be there for you. And I promise you, no matter how despair, how bleak it looks, remember this. Remember this. Just a few decades ago, in this country, they hate when I remind you guys this. They hate when I remind you. 2017, I got a call from my lawyer. He says, come quick. I go see him. It was the day after I was at a Black Lives Matter protest. And he said, my friend in the FBI just told me you were put on the FBI watch list. I said, no problem. I'm a pacifist. I preach equal rights for all. And I don't believe in violence. So whatever they have against me, that's okay. That means I'm saying something smart. What is it? I'm just curious that angered him. I've been doing activism for a long time. He says when you keep reminding people that they hate that term you keep bringing up about what was done to them. So I guess it pissed them off that I would remind them that simply for the color of their skin, people in this fucking country, because the color of skin, they were lynched if they tried to defy sitting in front of the bus or told you cannot drink from this water fountain because of the color of your skin. Do you know African Americans in NASA had to leave the building and walk 2 miles, even in the pouring rain, just to use the restroom? And then you got people like MAGA saying, make America great again. Great again, motherfuckers? You were lynching people because of color of skin. No, we are going to make America great for the first time because it was never fucking great. Please, I'm reminding you this over and over. If you truly care that every single human being, no matter what their race is, no matter the color of their skin, no matter if they're tall or short, no matter what they look like, if they all should have equal rights, then you need to join our train, our revolution. Because that's what I stand for. Every human being needs equal rights. Here, in Palestine, in the Congo, in Sudan, in Haiti, everywhere. That's a simple message. Okay, there's a chant we do for Palestine, and it's Raja. And I made a change on the way here. It's going to be for our immigrant community. So Raja in Arabic means right of return for the Palestinian people. So for this protest, but you got to mean it from your chest. You got to mean it from your chest. So I want you to practice this word in Arabic. Wa'if. It would probably be spelled in English, W-A apostrophe, and then maybe F. Wa'if. So it means like, I'm standing. So I want you to bring it from your chest. Like when I go to a Black Lives Matter protest, I mean it from the chest when I say Black Lives Matter. So I want you to shout it, Wa'if. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to name the communities of our immigrants, and I'm going to say things like, Ya Habibna Somalia. So Ya Habibna in Arabic means our beloved or my beloved. So your response is always the same. Wa'if, but it's got to come from the chest. Are you ready? Let's practice it. Remember, your response is Wa'if, but I want to hear you shout like you're shouting for your sports teams. Ana Wa'if, Wa'if. Okay, drummers, they got it right. Drummers, are you ready? Let's go. Ana Wa'if, Wa'if. Ana Wa'if, Wa'if. Ana Wa'if, Wa'if. Ana Wa'if, Wa'if. Ya Habibna Somalia! Ya Habibna Somalia! Ya Habibna Somalia! Ya Habibna Afghanistan! Ya Habibna Afghani! Ya Habibna Mexico! Ya Habibna Mexico! Ya Habibna Mexico! Ya Habibna immigrants! 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 One request, Minnesota, make some noise! Thank you guys, everybody. I'm going to hand it back to the MCs.
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free.
From the sea to the river!
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will live forever!
Okay, thank you all for coming and braving the cold. I'm not going to take too much of your time because it's freezing and I'm already freezing and I don't want to bother you guys, but I'm going to start with some chants. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Somalis are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Afghans are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. You know who's not welcome here? ICE. Fuck ICE. Okay, good job. Is Jaylani here? Is our brother Jaylani here from CARE? He's the next speaker. Jaylani. I heard he was going to be late. It's okay, we'll keep chanting. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Okay. My name's Ibrahim. I'm with the Party for Socialism and Liberation here in the Twin Cities. I'm also a member of the Free Palestine Coalition. And it's really important that we all come out to stand up for our immigrant neighbors, to stand up for our brothers and sisters. But beyond coming out to protest, beyond coming out to these rallies, we have to organize. So I really encourage all of you guys here today who have come out to protest before but want to learn more to try to connect with some of these organizations, because all of them do amazing work and they all need support. So let's try to do that. Okay. And is Amina Aden here, our next speaker?
Wait. No. Our girl's not going to come in just like that. Come on. We gotta give Somali women their flowers. Come on. Amina Aden is an incredible community leader, educator, civic trainer, and parent organizer dedicated to connecting families with public systems. As executive director of Citizens Academy, she leads civic training for emerging leaders from immigrant and faith communities. With experience in school leadership, public health advocacy, and organizing through Isaiah, Amina is committed to building inclusive systems that reflect the voices of communities they serve. Please, now give me a proper welcome for Amina Aden.
Thank you, everyone. I'm going to try to keep marching to keep warm. Hi, my name is Amina Aden. I am a mother of 4 beautiful girls here in Minnesota. I'm a Muslim organizer. I'm here to speak plainly because what is happening right now is dangerous, but it's also a distraction. In the last few weeks, we have witnessed raids, door knocks, fear-based actions aimed at communities already stretched by the rising cost of living, unstable housing, and pressure in our schools. These tactics create panic, isolate families, and make people afraid to go to work, drive their kids to doctor's appointments, their mothers to doctor's appointments, and simply to live their lives. Let's be honest, this is not about safety, and this is not about a crime. This is about a distraction. When leaders fail to address the real crisis people face every day, like the genocide in Palestine, the affordability in Minnesota, in the state of the U.S., for childcare, healthcare, and education, they turn to fear. They create distractions for targeted communities who are visible, who pray differently, look differently, or speak with an accent, hoping the rest of the country will look away from their failures. Boo! And that is dangerous. It's dangerous for our communities, for our families, our immigrant families, dangerous for every working class community in Minnesota, black, brown, indigenous, Asian, Latino, and white, who share the same struggles and deserve the same dignity. Fear is being used as a tool to divide us, and this is not the first time. We have seen it over and over and over again. It just changes colors. Across Minnesota, people are refusing to be divided. Neighbors are supporting neighbors, like right here, right now. Rapid response teams are stepping in. Faith leaders of all traditions are showing up together. Communities are correcting the false narratives and protecting families who are being intimidated. I just heard today that they knocked in a door of a family with 6 kids. 6 kids in the home, too scared to go to school, were afraid, and they stayed home with their mother, and their door was broken into. How is that safety? When we know someone does something wrong, accountability should be individual, not collective. Scapegoating whole community is not justice. It's a political theater. In Minnesota, we don't fall for that. We take care of one another. We plow each other out of the snow. We stand in the cold for one another. And we refuse to let fear dictate our future. To all communities standing here, Muslim, Somali, Afghan, Black, Latino, Middle Eastern, Asian, Indonesian, immigrant, and working class Minnesota of every background, we will not be separated. We will not be silenced. We will not be used as a distraction. We are here and we belong. Thank you.
Oh, let's give it up for Amina again. No boots on the ground, no bombs in the air. U.S. out of everywhere. Because the United States is the biggest purveyor of violence in the world. It is the reason why so many people are displaced all around the world. After the war on terror, over 30 million people were displaced. And many of them, they came to America and they tried to start their lives here. And now the U.S. wants to kick them out, send them back to the countries they're sanctioning. Like 75% of the world is sanctioned by the United States. It's crazy. This country is out of control. It's run by maniacs like Donald Trump, the orange man in the White House, and these idiots, these billionaires who just take and take. So we have to fight back. Are we going to fight back? Yeah. We got to organize. These fascists are organized. These white supremacists, the KKK, the police, they're all organized. They all have a ton of money. They have a ton of organization, and we have to match that. And the people could do that. The people have done in the past, and we could do it again. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Okay, I think I'm going to introduce our next speaker, Montana from MIRAC. MIRAC's a great organization, does a lot of great work in the city for immigrants. If you need help, contact MIRAC.
Thanks so much. Hi, my name is Montana. I'm a proud member of MIRAC, the Minnesota Immigrant Rights Action Committee. This past week, we've been getting reports of ICE all over the Twin Cities, and our members, as well as the people of Minneapolis and the people of St. Paul and the people of the greater Twin Cities, have been chasing ICE and letting them know they are not welcome here. The people of Minneapolis will not sit quietly and watch our neighbors get kidnapped. I am also an educator. And educators and students are getting organized to stand up and fight back and stand with their students against ICE terror. We will not stand down in the face of these egregious attacks on our community. We stand with the Somali community and with the Afghan community against Trump's racist attacks, against Chief O'Hara's racist attacks. And we know that press conferences from our mayor are not enough, and we will continue to take to the streets in solidarity with all immigrants, and we will not stop until we get legalization for all. We did have a recent win, by the way. Jacob Fry made an executive order last week saying that ICE cannot use public parking lots or public city ramps to stage their vehicles. But get this straight. This is not Fry doing this out of the goodness of his own heart. This was won after Mirak and other immigrant rights groups and all of us fought for this. We sat in Fry's office. We got thousands of petition signatures and demanded this. This is a win that happened because we fought for it. This win was something that Mirak has fought for in our active campaign to make Minneapolis a real sanctuary city. And we're not done winning. We need all of us in this fight. We are demanding no crowd control, no collusion, no cover-ups, and real consequences for any city official who doesn't follow these policies. And we have an ask for all of you tonight. We are asking all of you to call your city council members this week. We're asking all of you to call the mayor this week and demand that they sign on to Mirak's platform for a stronger separation ordinance that says police cannot be, local law enforcement, police, city officials cannot be working with ICE. We're also packing the city council meeting of the Committee of the Whole tomorrow, which is at 1:30 p.m. at the Public Service in downtown Minneapolis, and we really hope anyone who can join us will join us there and give public testimony where this ordinance is going to be discussed. So we have to keep fighting. We got to stay in the streets because the pressure is working. When we fight, we win. Say it once, say it twice. We will not put up with ICE. Say it once, say it twice.
We will not put up with ICE.
Say it once, say it twice.
We will not put up with ICE.
Thank you.
Call your city council members like Montana said. Call the mayor, who is unfortunately Fry. Because we're going to keep calling and we're going to keep showing up and we're going to keep fighting to make this a city that's actually livable and not being terrorized by ICE. Modern day city. So definitely please get involved with Mirak. They do so much good work. They're working 24/7. SCS goes to them all the time for advice. They're an amazing organization. So if you have any extra time, you should donate it to Mirak or extra money too. All right, next we have a real treat. We have a song by Brass Solidarity. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. So if y'all wanna come up or over there, yeah, you come over, come over.
Watch this. Keep on walking. I'ma keep on talking. Marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let no fear tactics turn me round. Your part, turn me round. Y'all say this. Ain't gonna let no fear tactics turn me round. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let no injustice turn me round. I'm gonna keep on talking, marching up to freedom land. marching up to freedom land. Hey, turn me round. Oh, turn me round. Ain't gonna let no ice rage turn me round. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep on. Oh, marching up to just at last. What you gonna do? I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna hey, marching up to freedom. That's right. Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us
Who
safe.
keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
God bless y'all. And we mean that.
Come on, one more time for brass tacks. Bringing the house down. Come on. You guys, I was supposed to do a piece of poetry because art is resistance, as demonstrated by my good brothers over there, because they just brought the whole house down. But this poem that I'm going to read was inspired because by Somali children who came home from school and said, "Why did the president call me garbage?" Right? And a mom came up to me crying and said, "This is what my kids are being teased at school. And these are Americans." So I wrote this poem, and I'm going to flex a little bit because my husband's in the audience. Hey, baby. I am Somali. I carry the stories of 1,000 sunrises over the Horn, the songs of my mother, the scent of onsi in the air, her voice telling me about how Otako, women freedom fighters, the pride and strength of the women before me. And I remember thinking, and if I am a reflection of her, then I must be fly. And I carry that truth with me every step. I am Somali. I'm the laughter that echoes in Cedar Riverside. The wisdom whispered in kitchens. The prayers carried in palms and in hearts. I am not shame. I am not broken. I am whole. Even when the world says I do not belong. I am Somali, and I am home in Minnesota. I am the light of Carmel Mall, the streets of South Minneapolis, the beats of North Minneapolis, the voices of my community rising in schools, mosques, and homes. I'm the language that refuses to be silenced, the culture that refuses to be erased. I am Somali. I am part of the United States of America. I'm the strength in every step forward, the courage to say my name aloud, the claim to say my story, to claim my space, to say, I am here. Thank you.
Let's hear it for America. All right, you all, we know it's cold and you probably want to go home. I'm just going to check and make sure. Yeah. Oh, all right. We have our last speaker. I don't want to say we saved the best for the last because everyone was great. But we have a special guest, and I didn't think she was going to make it because she was at a budget meeting, and she actually made it here. I know that many of you know who this is. We have someone who is basically the most badass woman in Minneapolis, who was behind actually how was instrumental in passing the ceasefire in the city of Minneapolis. She has been doing so much for our city here, and this is actually her district. Put your hands together for Council Member Robin Wansley.
All right, y'all. Hey. Hey. Can people say abolish ICE? Abolish ICE? Abolish ICE. That is literally what I've been seeing community do in practice. Literally, I am in so many signal chats since the announcement been made by Trump Cheeto that he was intending to harass and further terrorize our immigrant neighbors, specifically with a focus on our Somali residents here. And you all have been driving around and driving out ICE agents, and you have been making sure that they experience just a glimpse of what they are doing in terrorizing families and separating them in our communities. So I want to say thank you to Minneapolis, because time and time again, you show that we keep us safe every single time. And just so we can get out the snow, I'm not going to stay too long. I got a few things that just at the city side of things to help us make sure that we're standing with you and making sure we're holding our responsibility of protecting our immigrant neighbors. Tomorrow, we are taking up our separation ordinance. We already know as of what happened on June 3rd on East Lake Street, where the city horribly showed that we are not doing everything that we can to protect our immigrant neighbors. When ICE decides to flex themselves here, it's very clear that we need to update our separation ordinance, which is like our sanctuary city ordinance. So Councilmember Chavez, Councilmember Chuktai, and Councilmember Chowdhury are bringing that forward tomorrow. Yes. So asking you all to also come to City Hall. It's at 1:30. There will be a public hearing for you all to testify to say not only pass a stronger separation ordinance, but this is the one thing that we're going to need your continuous support on. Mayor Fry and his pop, yeah, there you go, you know. His cops want to put a slap on the wrist for officers who violate our separation ordinance. And we need to, exactly, and we need to let officers know, any staff know who work for the city of Minneapolis, that if you go against the separation ordinance, you have no place at the city of Minneapolis. That's it. So that is the organizing piece. We cannot allow Fry to give a minimal, or the chief a minimal violation for officers who are working with ICE to terrorize our neighbors. So I ask you come tomorrow for that. And also come tomorrow, Councilmember Chavez and I are bringing budget investments into our Office of Immigration and Refugee Affairs, because we know you all are on the ground doing the work to protect our neighbors. So we need to be giving the resources to those who are also doing that work, and that is our role. So come tomorrow, we're bringing that. But just wanted to leave y'all with some action items. Know that we hear you inside of City Hall. Please keep this pressure up, because when you are there, it makes it clear for us that we need to be there with you, and we need to be standing side by side with our immigrant neighbors. We don't get to step back in this fight. So thank you all. I hope to see you all tomorrow. And we're going to keep doing this work until we abolish ICE. Ain't that right? All right then. Thank you all.
All right, let's hear it for Robin Wansley one more time. And as Robin said, be there tomorrow, pack the room at 1:30 p.m. at the Minneapolis Public Service Center, 250 South 4th Street in Minneapolis, 1:30 tomorrow. Be there to make sure that the city of Minneapolis passes a strong separation ordinance, because we need that to happen. We need a sanctuary city for all immigrants here. Did you want to speak? So we have another speaker, not on schedule, but they want to say a couple of words. I'm going to pass the mic to Representative.
Hello, everyone. My name is State Representative Nuru. I'm a resident of this Riverside. This is our home. And I just wanted from the bottom of my heart to thank everyone who showed up to stand with our neighbors, to stand for justice. We are telling ICE this is not the place that you want to come and abduct our residents. We stand together strong, keep on marching, keep on moving forward to Together we stand in solidarity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. It's really important that we hold our elected officials accountable and ensure that they're always standing on the side of justice. I wore my Hidiya Dakan out today, and my son, who's African American and Somali, asked, "Is that your Somali kefaya?" You know why? Because I'm on the streets marching for Palestine, and now my Palestinian sisters and brothers are marching for me. Our struggles are intertwined, right? And if you're not standing up for Palestine in the halls of power, you don't belong here, like Brother Sabri said. Also, I've never seen him wear pants, so this is interesting. They're always in shorts, no matter how cold it is. But I want to close off with saying that our struggles are intertwined. Whether we're standing up for our African American sisters and brothers, for our indigenous sisters and brothers, for our Palestinian sisters and brothers, for Latinos, for Somalis, for Haitians, for Venezuelans, for our Afghan sisters and brothers. Our struggles are interconnected, right? And when one of us is down, the other has to come up, pick them up. All right? I'm going to give the last words to Professor Sima.
We are going to chant a little bit, and my brother Yossi here has an announcement to make. Actually, Yossi, you go first, and we'll end with chant.
When the Somali community is under attack, what do? When immigrants are under attack, what do? What do? What do we do? Thank you. My name is Yossi. I'm with the Minnesota Anti-War Committee. We're here not just for our local community. We are here today to stand for human rights. And so if you want to stand with human rights Day is coming up. The Anti-War Committee is doing Human Rights Day next Sunday, December 14th at 1 p.m. at Bryant Square Park. So say it back to me. Human Rights Day is when? Next Sunday at 1 p.m. at Bryant Square Park. We hope to see you all there. Thank you so much.
Stop the fascists, crush the ICE. No more Minnesota nice. Stop the fascists, crush the ICE. No more Minnesota nice. No more violence, no more lies. Time for ICE to say goodbye. No more violence, no more lies. Time for ICE to say goodbye. No hate, no fear. Refugees are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Refugees are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Refugees are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Somalis are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Somalis are no hate, no fear. No hate, no fear. No hate, no fear. Afghans are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Afghans are welcome here. No hate, no fear. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Immigrants are welcome here. Pinche ICE out of our hood. Pinche ICE out of our hood. Hey ICE, you ain't good. Hey ICE, you ain't good. Pinche ICE out of our hood. Pinche ICE out of our hood. Hey ICE, you ain't good. Hey ICE, you ain't good. We want justice, we want rights. We want justice, we want rights. No more Minnesota nice. No more Minnesota nice. All right, Layla has an announcement about some resources that we have here, so I'm going to pass it back to Layla.
Okay, as y'all are heading out, there's a bunch bunch of resources over there. Y'all come over here, come to the middle, those ones with the papers. They have little trifolds that are Know Your Rights from MIRAC, and then there's also the little cards that you put in your wallet that are Know Your Rights, and there's a variety of languages, and you should take them for anyone you know or for yourself. And go warm up, and thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you all, and I good night. Oh, I want to make sure that people walk together, especially
here, John, take the light, would you?
Walk together to your cars. Please make sure that we keep each other safe. So walk in groups to your cars.
So the rally is wrapping up now.
Do that. Thank you so much.
Here along Cedar Street in Minneapolis, where you heard that mix of emotions, of sadness, of fear, of anger, but also of joy of this community coming together and rejecting ICE. I'm going to try and grab a few interviews here before we go, but it is bitterly cold, so people are making a beeline out of here. I'm going to ask you guys to hold for me just a moment. Yeah, John, are you saying something to me? Are you saying something to me? No? Okay. All right. So yeah, just hang with me for just a minute, but before I do that, I want to say it is cold out here. John has a daughter, I have a daughter. We would rather be home with family right now, but instead we're in Minneapolis, Minnesota, because it is the focus of the Trump administration's immigration crackdown, and bringing you this story is important. And I feel like today we brought you a live press conference in St. Paul, where we spent, you haven't seen this yet, we're going to have coverage coming out soon on Status Coup's YouTube channel, so if you're not yet, get subscribed. But we spent over an hour camped out at the Minneapolis airport, where we got video of a deportation flight being loaded with ICE people who have been abducted by ICE. At least 26 of them to be shipped out of here. We were able to interview some of the activists who have been tracking those flights. It's important coverage, and now we are here. We're cold, and we're doing it because it's an important story. So go to statuscoup.com/join and help throw us $5 a month to keep us on the streets, to help support this independent, on-the-ground reporting. John, maybe if you want to show the band playing as I grab some interviews. Sorry, I'm a reporter. My name's JT. I'm with Status Coup. My camp.
I'm just going to introduce a couple people. Give me
Absolutely. All right, we're going to get one in a minute here. You want to get somebody from For sure.
I want you to know I will be by you. So
Pardon me. My name's JT. I'm a reporter. I'm interviewing people about why they wanted to be out here tonight, the message they were hoping to deliver. Would you mind if I grab an interview with you real quick? Understood. Pardon me. I'm a reporter. I'm out here interviewing people about why they wanted to be out here and the message they were hoping to deliver. Would you mind if I interview you real quick?
come on.
How about you? I'm a reporter. I'm interviewing people about why they wanted to be out here and the message they were hoping to deliver. Would you mind if I interviewed you really quick? What's your name?
Santi.
Santi?
Yeah.
All right. My name's JT. It's nice to meet you. This is my cameraman, John. Oh,
I can't see. I have foggy glasses.
that's all right. That's all right. Can you hold on for me for just a moment? Thank you. All right. All right. So I am here with Santi. We are here. Sorry. Let me give a little bit of an introduction. So, JT Siskowski for Status Coup. We are here at a rally, anti-ICE rally, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which has become the Trump administration's latest focus in its immigration crackdown in various cities across the country. I am here with Santi. Santi, if you could just start by spelling that name for me really quick.
Yeah, Santi, S-A-N-T-I.
And can you explain, why did you feel compelled to be out here today?
Yeah, so it's finals week, and I am a first-gen student. My family's from Mexico, And as part of that community of first-gen students and immigrants, I think it's really important that we stick together and spread the message if we can and if we're able to.
What was the message that you wanted to send by standing shoulder to shoulder with the hundreds of people that we saw out here tonight?
Yeah. I think the message that I wanted to share was that despite all our differences and our backgrounds and just who we are, that we are still together, united as one, and that just to be kind to each other, and that kindness really does help empower in groups of people.
We're a national outlet, so give people across the country who haven't had an immigration, a crackdown or an occupation of their city happen yet under the Trump administration, give them a sense for what it feels like to be here in the Twin Cities area right now.
There's a lot of things that it feels like. It's really hard to break it down and say what actually, there's like so many layers to it, right? I think right now it feels unsafe to be in a place that you're supposed to call home. And I feel like nobody should feel that way. Despite who you are, where you come from, you should be able to go home and go out because that's where you live and you deserve every opportunity that you worked hard for. And that's what we're all here doing today.
It feels unsafe to be in the place that you call home. It's the same thing that we heard when we were on the ground for 2 months in Chicago, that these raids, this immigration presence in these communities, despite this administration saying that this is about safety, this is actually rattling people's safety to their core where they don't feel safe in their own homes. Can you give me a sense for what are the conversations that you're having with friends, with family around what is happening here right now?
Well, I go to a predominantly white college, so it's really difficult to have these conversations with other students and try to, get them to understand where you're coming from because they will never understand. But when I do have conversations with my friends and family, it's most of the time letting them know where ICE is because their families are at risk. It's never anything good. It's always out of concern and safety for each other. And even though it's really dark, it's very important that we do share those messages and we do communicate with each other because that's all we have. We only have each other. We can't even trust the people that are supposed to take care of us. And I think that's terrifying. And it's also really disheartening that I can't feel comfortable with the people that are supposed to protect us. And I think that's the most concerning thing about everything right now.
When we were reporting in Chicago,
I'm from there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So you get it back in your family's there.
Yeah, there's a lot of crossover. So it's like I'm texting my family, "Hey, how's ICE over there?" Sometimes it's scary because it's like, what if I text my mom and she doesn't respond? That's terrifying to me. Or like, what if I get a message that somebody got taken? It's
something as innocent as a delayed response is enough to cause that fear, trigger just that emotion inside of you.
I can't even do my finals. My finals are this week. It's hard for me to do normal day activities because I'm in the back of my head. They're not home when they're supposed to be. And that's really hard to understand and to explain to people that it's not normal. It's not okay. And it's not something that I could just pretend isn't happening when I see it all the time. But nobody else understands it unless they're the one experiencing it.
In Chicago, the silver lining, if you can even call it that, out of the occupation of that city, what we saw was a real coming together of community, a lot of community organizing, and neighbors really coming together with neighbors as a way to resist the administration what it was doing. Are you seeing anything similar here?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Coming from Chicago to here, there's a huge difference in population. There's a lot more indigenous and Somali representation here. And it's nice to see a lot of other, Latino communities come together and support each other because at the end of the day, we're all being discriminated against, whether we realize it or not. So it's really nice to see other communities, marginalized groups of people just support each other because at the end of the day, that's all we have is each other. And I just think that's a really touching moment.
You referenced that the Trump administration's immigration presence here made you feel unsafe. The president has been trying to otherize the Somali community, saying some horrendously racist things about them. As somebody who lives here, did living in Minneapolis, did you ever feel unsafe before the Trump administration ramped up its immigration presence here?
I feel like I've only been here for 3 years since I'm from Illinois. I would say there's a huge shift. I believe back then, for me personally, it was more racism and discrimination was very present. But now it's more socially accepted, which means people are more open to visibly be racist and to discriminate against people. So there's a huge shift. There is a difference of, hey, I'm going to go out. Can somebody come with me? Versus, hey, I'm just going to go for a walk. I'll be back real quick. Because some people don't come back. And there's a difference in that, is a sense of fear despite who you are, your legal status. That doesn't matter. It's a, you sound different, you look different, so you're not from here.
So the president's language, the president's policies directly empowering more out-and-out racist action, racist speech in the way that it is shaping and changing here in the Twin Cities area. Santi, thank you very much for talking to me. Is there anything else you would want to add while you had the platform?
Ooh, there's a lot, but you can't do, the world won't work without immigrants. It's funded on immigration. The people here, every kind person that I've worked with, the most hardworking people have always been people of color. And that's just a reminder that without immigrants, the world would not go. It would not work. It would not function. They bring the world together.
Santi, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, we had one more interview that we had lined up here that I want to try and find where she went off to. But hearing that voice out of the crowd, what I want to point out there is that there was one mainstream local TV news camera that was here for just a few minutes, got just, captured just a couple of speeches and a little bit of B-roll there, and then took off. Didn't stay to hear from these voices of the people in the crowd, to hear why they want to do this, their feelings about all of this. Just gets a speech for a 12-second bite on the evening news, a little bit of B-roll, moves on, and it'll be paired with speech from the administration, from the propaganda from the administration. We believe in lifting up the voices of those who do not have power and not just parodying the propaganda that is happening, that is coming out of this administration right now. And that's so much the point of what they are doing out here. They have their agents followed around with cameras. In fact, we even had one person who came up to me in my first day here, I should say I approached her, asked her for an interview. And she was very leery of me with a camera, worried that I was someone with the administration looking to produce propaganda. That's what is happening out there right now. That's what's being played on mainstream media in a lot of cases. We resist that. We try to offer a truly independent voice out here. So if you can, go to statuscoup.com/join, $5 a month. Help keep an independent voice in all of this. Oh, Lord. And I think we may have lost. We may have lost our last interview out here. It looks like she took off. So I think this is where I'm gonna. It is bitterly cold out here, guys. I am clinging to hand warmers here as we are talking. I cannot feel my face, so I think we're gonna have to, unfortunately, call it here. I will point out, you heard during some of the speeches here today a focus put on the Minneapolis City Council meeting to discuss an updated version of their sanctuary cities resolution and ordinance. We're going to be there to cover that tomorrow. I think we will be live, and that will be tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. Do I have that right, Mercado? 1:30? Yeah, 1:30 p.m. Central Time, so 2:30 Eastern. We'll be carrying that live, so please get subscribed so you're notified as soon as we do go live out here. But like I said, guys, it is bitterly cold, so I'm going to sign off right now. So for myself, for John, who is freezing his ass off here behind the camera, for Jordan, for Michelle, for Colin, our whole team at Status Coup, I'm JT Siskowski in Minneapolis. Good night.
Oh, boy. Shit, that was good. Good sign off.
Thanks.
As like you're